Hey guys. Well, yesterday I went to a location to share a story with you of what happened to me when I was 11 years old. But it's at a school and there were kids and families and I couldn't get them out of the video, so I didn't make one. Ironically, a friend of the family came over looking for someone who's not here and they have not heard the story. So I said, you know what? Let me make a video and tell you the story at the same time. I also let him know that he also should be watching these videos because everything he knows or thinks he knows is a lot different than what I'm saying in my videos. Everything before is nothing. I'll explain that to you later. But let me tell you about the story of what happened when I was 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, there was a storm, and after the storm, there was a neighbor girl. Her name is Beatrice Nasser. She, God rest her soul, was shot by her brother. But when we were 11, we went to go play, and we went behind Salina School, and there was a white trailer and a telephone pole. And after the storm, there was a downed wire. I was 11 years old. I had no idea about nothing, just a stupid kid. And I wanted to swing on this wire, as I had done before. We lived on Holly, and there was downed wires in our alley before, and we swung on them. Dearborn kids, hey, that's your playground. That's what it was. So I touched this wire, and that's all she wrote. I mean, the next thing I remember was being in a haze and being lifted up by my underarms. And what happened was Beatrice had seen me get knocked unconscious and had run to go on and get help from a girl named Rana Durbaz. Rana, thank you so much. I don't know if you've heard all the thank yous over the years, but thank you very much. I always think about that day in which you did. You're in this story. So she lifts me up, and I'm in a utter daze. I don't know what's going on. And people are looking at me, and they want me to walk over to where this crowd is. And I look down at my hand, and my hand was a baked potato, straight up baked potato. I don't know if you could see the scar there. Used to be a lot bigger. There's more. I used to have to wear a glove before the Michael Jackson days to prevent any webbing on my hand. I used Silverate or something like that. Henry Ford Hospital took care of it. And what happened was when I got knocked unconscious, I grabbed it with my left hand. I got knocked unconscious, and the wire was still live, and it burned me on my shoulder. I have a few burn marks. I have a few burn marks on my right butt, and I have a few marks on my right calf. And then there's a exit wound on my pinky toe. They said because I was wearing tennis shoes that I completed the current when I held on to the wire, and then the current, I guess, exited out of my foot. I have no idea about that. I do remember them saying something about 10,000 volts. I honestly have no idea. I tried looking for the information online about how much, voltage is in one of them power lines, but I could never find out. So, back to everybody else. So, here I am, and everyone's around me, and I'm a kid. I don't know what's going on. I'm looking at my hand, and I didn't know that I had burn marks on my clothing. So, my mom's crying, and there was a lot of people there. They whisked me into the ambulance, put me down, start pouring cold water on me, and the next thing else I remember, I was in Oakwood Hospital, And my dad came in, and my dad was really mad at me for being in the hospital. Like, seriously? But that's just how my dad is. I mean, I'm sure he was freaked out, didn't know what to do. I mean, who would think? Well, in the hospital, I wound up having like, I want to call it like a dream. I don't know what it was. I call it like a dream. And in the dream was like this huge checkerboard. I mean, like black and white tiles on the floor. I can't say that it was bright. I can't say that it was dark. All I can say is, like, I remember that. And this happened to me when I was 11. I'm 48 now, and I never forget that. Uh, it actually taught me some things. So, in this vision with this huge, like, black and white space, it kind of seemed like, I don't know, I want to call it like a lady, because but I can't say a lady because it was like really big. You know, I mean, I kind of want to say like Java the Hutt big, but no, like something, I don't know, something, something was there. And it was like things were going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I didn't know what it was. And I did learn some things, which I'm not going to really like talk about too much to anybody. But from then, like, I want to say I got more of intuition, more vibes. Um, Someone on Web Sleuth said, trust your gut. And that's very true. And another reason why I am making these videos is because I do trust my gut. I trust me. I have always, always only trusted me. To thine own self be true is not a cliche. That thing is real. If you want to keep a secret, never tell it. So, that's the story of how I got electrocuted.